Nally will open the tip, and the Tartans will bring down the basketball. This is Colin McNeil. McNeil immediately draws the defense, kicks it out. Good ball movement, turnover. Comes Ignis the other way. Ball slapped from behind by Ryan Meha. There's the young man that we'll watch right there, number 12. I have been told by his coach that he can flat out shoot.
Yeah, and my personal observation of Ignis from what I've seen is that this guy has all the tools to really do some damage on the offensive side. I mean, primarily shooting the three, but he's got the hops inside. He's got the ability to finish with either hand. Great player in the future.
Hansen with a great drive and a beautiful dish to TJ Duckett. Duckett went up and dunked it. Well, that was all about the first starter with a little head fake crossover dribble.
And here it is, and that's normally a shooter and Sam Hansen, but an excellent little driving move there from Hansen, and then the dish to Duckett, and an excellent finish. Great start.
Sudduth with the basketball. This is Meha, they'll swing it. Left side to McNeil. Kicks it back out, three in the air from Sudduth. And up and grabbing the rebound is Connor Nally. Nally down the floor to Volkening. Volkening, another freshman. Hands it off to Nally, the sophomore, dribbles in, and that's a charge. Stepping up and drawing the charge that time, Patrick Eland, the 6'8 junior.
And when Connor Nally is on the floor, he can impact the game in a lot of different ways. And you know, he's a guy that can really shoot it from distance as well. You know, Ron, they got a couple guys that can really shoot it from way, way beyond the arc. They'll extend their range.
Henry working inside. This is Eland against Duckett on the block. Soft left-handed shot, and Nally comes down. Actually, that's Hansen off to Volkening. Nally looking into Duckett. Duckett fighting inside with Patrick Eland. Volkening with the basketball. 12 seconds to shoot. Reaching in and drawing a foul is Ryan Meha. That's Meha's first.
Michael Volkening's another one of those players that has a bright future ahead of him. He was one of the players of the tournament in the Bill Sudik Holiday Tournament. In that first game, scored 21 points on 6 shots. Volkening's an ideal ball handler as a point guard.
Hansen to the free throw line, kicks it. Volkening with 7 to shoot. Shot was blocked, gets it back, got to shoot it. Nally throws up a 3. Ball's tipped, kept alive, and Sam Hansen comes out. Long 3. Sam Hansen with 5. Spartans up 5.
Spartans already have 3 players with 20 or more three-pointers this year. Hansen, one of them. Ignis is another. Antonio Iannotti off the bench. We'll see him in a couple minutes. He also has 20 plus.
Henry, nice drive. Stopped on a dime, spun and made it. Seth Henry with 2. All 5 starters for Carnegie Mellon average in double figures. Henry averages 11. Duckett working hard inside. Strength! TJ Duckett goes up.
He's a one-of-a-kind talent here in his 4th year. Just way too strong, way too much size, muscle, everything that an ideal post player should have, and a relentless attacking effort.
Volkening, they want to move it. Ignis will throw the 3 up. That one's short to nothing but air. But how about that hustle by Connor Nally? Quickly down the floor. Ball fake by Meha. Off the glass. Duckett, one-handed, grabbed it, curled it, and drew the foul. TJ Duckett, his teammates looking over at him saying, that's the way to grab the rebound with style.
Yeah, a little bit of style and substance for TJ. Get another look at it. Right hand just reels it right in, says, I'll take that, thank you very much, and draws that contact as well. Ron, the numbers might be a little bit lower for Duckett than what we saw a season ago, but he is still impacting the game in every way, shape, or form. I mean, they're a totally different team when he comes off of the floor, you know, whether he's in foul trouble or he's resting. So they will try to milk every minute out of him that they can get here in his senior year.
Well, and the beauty of Duckett this year, as Nally shoots the three, is because of his presence inside, because he can score inside, it opens up the shooting for the three-pointers.
Exactly. And I think shooters are going to be that much more confident in their shooting when they have a guy who can offensive rebound the way Duckett does, as the foul is drawn there.
Jansen doubled down on Eland, and Sam's going to draw the foul. That will be his first. Checking in for the Spartans, Michael Hollis. Hollis comes in. Nally will take a seat. Also off the bench, number 13, Antonio Iannati. Iannati's number 13, behind T.J. Duckett in that shot. Iannati from Pittsburgh, 6'2" freshman guard. This is Henry from inside the foul line, missed it, and Jansen comes up with a rebound.
Spartans doing a lot of heavy lifting in the rebounding department early.
Turnover. Henry the other way against Volkening. Henry's got 4.
And pretty good defense, all things considered, from the freshman Volkening, but that's just better offense in transition by the Tartans.
Looking for Duckett. High screen for Iannati. Draws the defense. That's a 3. McNeil the other way. Colin McNeil dribbles in, drew the defense, dished it off. Shot was missed, but Seth Henry will shoot 2 free throws. Foul's going to go against Michael Hollis. Hollis, the 6'6" sophomore forward from St. Ignatius.
There it is right there. Push from behind. Hollis off of the bench doing some defensive work for Case Western Reserve, backing up Connor Nally.
Seth Henry on the season, a 64% free throw shooter as a team this year from the foul line. Carnegie Mellon shoots only 57%.
And that's definitely going to be something that the Spartans coaching staff is aware of prior to the game. So if there's a situation where you might want to foul a player and instead send them to the free throw line, the Spartans will definitely do that.
Well, really anybody in that starting lineup outside of Ryan Meha. This is Jansen with the basketball. High screen from Duckett, rolls off the screen. Darius Inzar in the game. Lost it, Duckett got it. Duckett against Eland, double team, scoop, shot, good. And he'll shoot a free throw.
And he really has come a long, long way in terms of absorbing contact. I mean, he's going to get a double team 99 times out of 100 because he's just too big and too strong.
Well, his upper body strength on display early in this game for sure.
And not only that, Ron, but especially over the last, say, 2 weeks or so, his free throw shot has really, really improved. He went 8 of 9 in the last game, so he's come a long way in that department.
Tartans will keep it. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Just about 5.5 minutes gone in this opening half. Henry with the inbound. Jansen on him. They'll swing it left in front of the Case bench now. Turnaround shot over Duckett. Shot was missed, and foul's going to be on Inzar or Hollis. Darius Inzar will draw the foul, number 11. This is his first, team 4th in the first 6 minutes.
Carnegie Mellon basketball.
Shot missed, Duckett with a rebound. TJ Duckett averages 11 per game, along with his 14 points. This is Inzar with a nice crossover. Colin McNeil with good defense, though. Stepped in front, cut that crossover off. This is Inzar and McNeil between the circles. High screen from Duckett, rolls out of it. Ionati, Antonio Ionati with the basketball. 6 to shoot. Ionati. Inzar with it. 3 to shoot. Darius launches a 3, missed it short. Duckett went up, missed it. Henry comes down with it. Henry off to Colin McNeil. It's 10-5. Spartans over the Tartans early on. 6.5 minutes gone. Nice feed, right block. Shot was missed. Another rebound by TJ Duckett. This is Jansen in front of the Carnegie Mellon bench. Ionati looks for a screen, went against the screen. Antonio with a hop, step, jump, and the shot dropped.
That's Antonio's game offensively right there. He can kind of come at you like a hot knife through butter, loves weaving his way through traffic, and just has a knack for finding the little holes in the defense.
Henry splits the defense, and Seth Henry has all 7 points. He's the only one that's scored so far for Carnegie Mellon. Inzar spins out of defense. This is Hollis with the basketball. Michael, baseline. Ionati, 3 in the air. Antonio Ionati.
Yeah, he's one of those sharpshooters, loves to get it from the corner, and Hollis in his second year really starting to develop a knack for being able to dribble drive as a forward. Don't see that from every forward in this league, but he creates and dish.
Carnegie Mellon back to the only player that has scored so far for them. Seth Henry's got 9. He averages 11 on the season. He's got 9 in the first 8 minutes. This is Inzar. Finds Ionati. Antonio with a ball fake. Now a nice soft dribble that turned into a turnover. McNeil quickly down the floor. Jansen steps in, blocking foul. Foul's on Sam Jansen. Raising in his hand and asking for a break is Seth Henry. Seth is out of breath, and he's going to get it. Lots of substitutions, 3 new Carnegie Mellon players, 2 new Spartans. Brian Domke, one of the Case Western Reserve players now in the game. Domke, a 6'5" freshman forward from Hoffman Estates, Illinois. This is Zach Watson with the basketball for Carnegie Mellon. Elin wants it on the block. Still looking for it. They get it inside, working against Hollis. Michael ties it up. Darius Inzar on the floor. Jump ball situation. Possession goes Case Western Reserve's way.
And Ron, this is something different this year that we will see as opposed to last year. I think a season ago when the starters came off of the floor for the Spartans, there was a big question of where is the offense going to come from. Spartans have a pretty deep bench this season. It's a young bench, but it's an effective bench.
Active hands. Steele in the backcourt leads to Huber in the front court. And the shot's up and good from Zach Watson.
Yeah, that one definitely wasn't pretty there, but he found a way to get it to drop. Cuts the lead down to 4.
Michael Hollis with a crazy fading shot.
Yeah, he's no stranger to the glass. I think that's definitely a way he would prefer to go. Very crafty, very skilled set of hands for Hollis in his second year.
Good ball fake. Leads to penetration. Ball's on the floor. Hollis comes up with it. Montichella rolls and drops.
That's another guy that you're really going to like, Ron. Montichella, high energy guy off the bench, and he's going to lead the charge when the Spartans come down the floor. It'll result in a lot of threes. You're going to really like his game.
Open 3. Thank you very much. Zach Watson with 5.
The standstill sharpshooter, once again, the only Tartan player on the floor who has scored in this game.
Hollis with a good move. Long three in the air, and it's good, too. Antonio Iannotti has 8. They're going to count the shot. 3 will count. Iannotti's 3 will count. Underneath the basket, Island's going to get called for a push or a shove. He is not at all happy with it. He'll come off. Case will get the basketball. Patrick Eland with his first foul. Ignis will inbound it to Hollis. Feed inside, glass and good. Brian Dumke will look for the three-point play.
And these two guys right here, Monte Kella and Domke, are going to spend a lot of time on the floor together at the same time. So they're going to have a little synergy going, and they've already got it going here. Luckily for the Spartans, extending the lead to 10.
And now 11. Domke with 3. Zach Watson with the basketball. Now it's Sudduth. They'll swing it left side in front of that Case bench. Henry. He's had a very active first half. One of the few shots that he has missed. Seth Henry scored the first 9 points for Carnegie Mellon. High screen. 3 off of it. Actually, Kella didn't even move on the screen that Hollis set. I think the defender anticipated the screen, moved a little bit. Kella saw that as an opportunity and dropped the 3. Tony Wingen wants a timeout. His team's in trouble. 28-14, Spartans with a 14-point lead, 11 minutes gone in this opening half. We'll be back.
Inova Living is a modern, amenity-rich residential community located in Cleveland's Greater University Circle neighborhood, offering studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes. Enjoy all-inclusive living with convenient on-site shopping, 24-hour concierge services, a 24-hour fitness center, resident lounge, and more. All within close proximity to Case Western Reserve University. Inova Living online at inovaliving.com.
Eddie, you were just handed the stat sheet for the opening 11 minutes. What do you see?
I see a big discrepancy in three-point shooting, Ron. I see the Spartans having made 4 shots from behind the line. Carnegie Mellon has attempted only 2 threes. So anytime that you have made more three-point baskets than the other team has attempted, it is going to result in big leads like this. The Spartans can keep it up. I think they'll be in good shape. 3 players already have connected from deep, including Iannotti going 2 for 2 from behind the three-point line.
Monte Kella the other, and Sam Hansen the third. Carnegie Mellon will have the basketball. Spartans up 14, 11 minutes gone in this opening half. All of this has happened, and Ignis Massiou-Leonis has not even scored. Wide open 3. Sometimes those are the hardest to make. This is Hollis coming the other way. Michael Hollis with speed, lays it up. They'll call him for the charge. Seth Henry slid over, held his ground. Second foul for Michael Hollis. Hollis does a lot for this team off the bench, Eddie. He averages 6 points, averages 7 rebounds, averages 3 assists.
Yeah,
3 assists for a guy who's 6'6".
And really, he's their best passer. I mean, he's the team leader in assists, and he's a guy who doesn't need the ball to influence the game.
Nice drive against defense. Ryan Meha will look for the three-point play. Fouls on Domke. As Brian's first. You know, Meha, you saw it in the replay, did a great job of using his body as a shield. Kept the defender away from the ball. The only way to get to the ball is to foul him, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, you see the right hand going away from the pressure of the defense. I always thought that just took a ton of skill to be able to get a feel for where the defense is coming when everybody's just a mad dash to the rim. Takes some very split-second instincts to be able to avoid contact. I've always been amazed at how players have been able to do that.
Massey Ulionis, Ignis with the basketball. It's Duckett at the foul line. Kella. Shot was blocked, got it back, put it up. Monty Kella stayed with it. He's got 7 quick points off the bench.
He hasn't done a whole lot of scoring in the last couple of games, but he's looking to make a name for himself now that conference play is back in swing.
Foul inside. They're going to, I think, call it on Volkening. Foul will go against Michael Volkening. That will be his first. Colin McNeil. Statistically, I have him for a 45% free throw shooter. Duckett up with a rebound. You just checked your stats. Does it say 45?
I do as well. I do.
45 confirmed?
That matches up.
Kella, cross court, Volkeny, wide open 3. Missed it long. Trying to keep it alive was Jansen or Nally. Mayha the other way, splits the defense. Shot was blocked. Shot blocked again. Volkening controls, ball's loose on the floor. Michael gets it, looks for a teammate. Nally to Ignis, 3 in the air, got it. Massey Ulionis.
Boy, they're going to love that over the next 4 years. This kid can really, really shoot. Took 11 attempts in the last home game and hit 4 of them. He can really light it up from 3.
But TJ got up in the air to get that rebound. Thing was on its way over his head. This is Kella. Found Duckett. Duckett inside, up and down. TJ Duckett.
Well, when you hit your 3s early, that's going to draw a lot of attention. Too many gray and red uniforms getting out to the line for forgetting all about TJ.
Massey Ulionis with defense, but a better shot that time. Zach Holworth, his first basket.
That was a pretty unguardable move right there.
This is Kella with the basketball, Mayha on him. Kella will launch it. Boy, that was maybe 4 feet outside the three-point line, top of the key. Quickly down the floor, laying it up and laying it in. Colin McNeil with his 3rd point.
Beautiful finish. Yeah, the Tartans have been able to finish inside when they get there. It's the jump shooting that hasn't worked for them thus far.
Massey Ulionis with a 3. Ignis drops it down. He's got 2 threes, 6 points. Lead 16, 38-22.
And Ignis, a guy that can hit from in between the circles, the wings, baseline, doesn't seem to matter. He can hit from just about anywhere at any time.
McNeil, turnaround shot. Colin McNeil with 5. Boy, this game is up and down the floor.
And there was going to be some scoring today, needless to say. Carnegie Mellon scores 72. Spartans scoring close to that, about 79, actually. So yeah, this really had the makings of a lot of scoring.
Ignis with the basketball, shoots the 3, rattled, won't go. Colin McNeil encouraged to push the pace by his coach. He does. Drew the foul and the basket. Colin McNeil has scored on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the ball is in his hands, and there's no question where he's going with the basketball, and you do see a little bit of help on the Spartans side. A couple white uniforms down there, but still enough to draw the foul, going to the line for a pair. Check that, just 1.
Looking for the 3-point play. This is Inzar with the basketball. Spartans are up 12, 4.5 minutes left to play opening half. McNeil on him. Massey Ulionis, dribble drive, cross court, nice ball movement. Ball fake on the baseline and a hold on the way around. Foul's going to go against number 12, Zach Watson, his first.
And Ionati has really gotten good at just being able to sell his shot. I mean, that speaks volumes already that opponents respect his shooting.
Henry with the rebound. Here comes McNeil the other way. You need to put a lock on Colin McNeil. Inzar does. Gets the steal, leads the break. Laid it up, laid it in. Darius Inzar from one end to the other all by himself.
Kind of reminds you of what Javi Alvarez used to do here, doesn't it?
I miss Javi.
I miss Javi a lot as well.
17 minutes into our first Javi-less game right now. Maybe his dad's watching down in Florida. His father was a huge fan, obviously, of the Spartan basketball team.
Yeah, and with Inzar clearly being the fastest player that the Spartans have to offer, anytime that he gets the ball in transition, going to go right to the rack.
So Elin with the miss. And that 57% free throw shooting percentage as a team is in full view in this opening half for Carnegie Mellon. Ignis with a loose ball. Hollis, top of the key. Michael drawing the defense. Hollis getting banged around by Seth Henry. They're going to call Henry for a block. Tony Wingen doesn't like it. But Henry was, Henry was body slamming Michael Hollis out top.
Yeah, I thought so too. A little difficult not to call a foul on somebody there.
Well, the Spartans have 10 team fouls. That is the 7th team foul for the Tartans. We still have 3.5 minutes to play in this opening half. Here's a good look at it. That's the tail end. The 10 seconds leading up to that was highly entertaining as well. So Hollis makes them both. He's got 4. Lead is back to 14. Carnegie Mellon, 4-7 on the season. Spartans of Case Western Reserve, 6-5. McNeil with a high screen from Elin. Elin rolls out of it. Henry was wide open. TJ Duckett blocked the shot, but give Seth Henry credit for being smart. He went up as TJ was coming down and drew the body foul. TJ gets it clean, as you can see, with the hand, but it's the body that drew that foul.
That's right. Felt like there for a second that they weren't going to call it, but it did come late. And you know, any time that you as a defender are going down and the ball handler is going up, that's almost 100% of the time going to result in a defensive foul.
Duckett's got 2. He's on the bench. Henry at the free throw line with 11 total points in this opening half, nearly half the team. He started out, he was the only one to score for the first several minutes for Carnegie Mellon. Good ball movement. Ionati wanted to go with it before he had it. Leads at 12 inside 3 minutes. Elin running that high screen. Carnegie Mellon likes to do that, bring the big out, top of the key. High screens and rolls. This is Elin along the baseline. Good sight line. Seth Henry. 6 to shoot. Elin against Hollis and Ignis. Mismatch. Henry's got to throw it up. And a shot clock violation.
Yeah, and you see great team defense by the Spartans. They're operating in this zone. The help from the weak side was terrific right there and did not allow the Tartans to get a shot off. Well done on the Spartans' part.
Good ball movement. This is Hollis. Elin stopped him. Antonio drops a 16-footer. Antonio Ionati's got 10.
And this is why Ionati and even Masiulionis, for that fact, neither one of those guys are going to get that three-point happy because they can do something after a three-point look per se. I mean, they can fake the shot, they can go to the rim, they can float it. They're just multi-dimensional shooters, and that's something that the Spartans really haven't had in a couple of years.
So Eddy and Hollis. Ignis will shoot a long three. I mean, if you're Coach Wingen standing here with his arms crossed, you got to say, how do I defend that? The kid's, he's 27, 28 feet from the basket. Maybe more. There's a look. He's at least 5 foot off that line.
That's a special kind of range, needless to say. And Ignis Matsayulionis has arrived here at Case Western Reserve.
He's got 9. His team's up 17. We've got 96 seconds left in the half. We'll be back.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4 Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
Eddie, you got that stat sheet in your hand. You look like you want to say something.
16 three-point attempts, and that is precisely what Todd McGinnis wants from this team, and compared to only 4 for Carnegie Mellon. I mean, when you play at this pace and you shoot as often as you do, you're going to get more looks. More of them are going to start falling. Spartans have that rhythm, which has resulted in this 17-point lead.
Meha will shoot the 3. We had a great angle on that. That one was beautiful from the time it left his fingertips. Ionati and Inzar in the backcourt. Antonio draws the defense. Another 3 in the air, missed it long. Ball's out. McNeil controls down the floor. He'll draw the defense, kick it off. Making the shot and shooting free throws will be Zach Coworth.
Well,
Ionati with the foul.
And that was a situation where you were definitely going to foul from the start when the Tartans got out with numbers. But I think the foul probably has to come a little earlier than this because he's only 3 to 4 feet away from the rim. And just knowing that the Tartans as a team shooting only a little over 50%, gotta make them take a lower percentage shot. Take it more away from the rim if you can.
Darius Inzar around a double screen, runs into Eland. Somehow gets it around Eland. Almost made the shot. Comes McNeil from Eland. Collin, nobody picks him up. Shot was blocked. Connor Nally just swatted it up against the backboard. Inzar in the backcourt. Darius with a nice crossover. 12 seconds left in the opening half. Spartans up 12.
That's what I love about Connor Nally, too. I mean, that guy is an avid defender, a very willing defender. He'll do whatever it takes to slow you down.
Hollis fading away from the basket. Good defense by Eland. McNeil will launch it. It almost went from the top of the key, opposite side of the court. An active first half. 47 for the Spartans, 35 for the Tartans. Here's the block shot. Connor Nally goes up and just pins that up against the backcourt.